Floral.
Floral.
And they look like floral, but they're not flowers.
But I went to Marshall's for the floral center.
Chair of the floral committee.
Hannah, my love, this is the extremely rare Scottish floral bud thistle.
Yeah, but floral delivery is my life.
花式的
Flower.
Flower.
And flour and crumb, do they?
Yes.
Delicate flower to be pressed between walls of stone.
Lots and lots of flour.
Wow, it's like sweet flour and salty butter.
Trying to fill the void in your life with flour and sugar and egg and vanilla?
面粉
Flourish.
Flourish.
May our trade continue to flourish.
Not only was Agatha immensely skilled with a palette knife and a buttercream flourish.
Repression only makes a religion flourish.
So long as the jewel can see the sun, the waters will flow and the land will flourish.
When young Harry stepped into Flourish and Blots this morning to purchase my autobiography, Magical Me.
繁荣挥舞
Flow.
Flow.
A good fighter needs to know how to improvise, to go with the flow.
I don't know, reorganize, fix the flow, make it feel open and...
Oh, half a dozen washing machines, nice cash flow.
流程流动使流动
Flower.
Flower.
Now, with one drink of this, when you start sweating, you're gonna smell like a flower for a whole month.
Open yourself like a lotus flower.
They're your favorite flower.
Weight approximately 100 pounds, dark complexion, wearing a yellow flowered dress when last seen.
You got lost when you went to look for the boy riding a horse. Dandy flower.
花开花用花装饰
Fluctuate.
Fluctuate.
I fluctuate.
They never fluctuate their bet.
Weight can fluctuate from year to year. Fluctuate.
When your needle begins to fluctuate rapidly, advise us immediately.
They fluctuate every day.
变动使波动
Fluctuation.
Fluctuation.
Fluctuation of state or condition.
Prepare yourself for another little fluctuation of blood pressure, because it's not the only thing I've burnt.
Johnny, we got a little fluctuation on one.
Look, Wall Street's going to sit back and wait to see how you do as CEO, so don't let any fluctuation bother you for the first 12 months.
Fluctuation messes with the Planck scale, which then triggers the Deutsch proposition.
变动
Fluency.
Fluency.
And all of a sudden, fluency.
Dile que ya voy.
Excellent leadership skills, logic, orange belt and Charlie Long feast. Okay, fluency in Latin and Espanol.
Who doesn't speak Bengal, at least not with any fluency?
Wild is fluency in an obscure Apache dialect.
Yeah, Dr. Ryan, this is Max Lomax, Nassau County Department of Fluency.
流畅
Fluent.
Fluent.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you boast to me that you were fluent in both English and jive?
I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication and can readily... Splendid.
Matthew's not that fluent, and it's Cantonese.
Now she's practically fluent.
To fully understand poetry, we must first be fluent with its meter, rhyme, and figures of speech. Then ask 2 questions.
流利的
Fluid.
Fluid.
And that's leached directly into the cerebral spinal fluid?
It does eventually have to go inside to get the fluid.
The antibiotics kicked in, they drained the fluid from my lungs.
The fluid is in his lungs.
You're gonna have to open up my pecs again and drain the fluid.
液体流动的
Flush.
Flush.
No, you did not flush a whole roll of paper towels!
Okay, now, the thing about the toilet. If it doesn't flush right away, just go and come back in a while, and it should.
These rivets have to be completely flush.
They cut your balls off and flush them down the fucking toilet.
We're just trying not to flush the toilet, okay?
留意丰足的齐平的
Flutter.
Flutter.
Flutter of anxiety.
I like a little flutter now and then.
I smell them and my whole childhood comes back in one big flutter.
You know, old Hugh jowls all a flutter.
You've got to have the right walk, the right pose, and the right eyelash flutter.
摆动拍
Fly.
Fly.
I don't fly off into the sunset. I'm always saying the wrong thing, and then I see that look in people's eyes like I'm some kind of annoying fly.
Let your freak flag fly.
Okay, this kind of back talk is not gonna fly when we're married.
Yeah, well, I ain't never seen a bird fly so high I don't have to come down sometimes.
苍蝇飞，敏捷的。
Foam.
Foam.
And the sea foam sleeps like a maiden at rest, and twilight touches the shape of the wandering earth. I turn home.
I shall tumble down before the mob, foam at the mouth and make them laugh.
Is this going to be one of those therapy things where she hits me with a foam bat?
Shouldn't you two be playing footsie at a restaurant that only serves cubes and foam?
Vanilla grande, no foam latte.
泡沫，起泡沫，使起泡沫。
Focus.
Focus.
Focus, Jaya! Just focus on one thing at a time.
Well, as you can see, they have more pleasant things to focus on.
You have to focus on the charm to pull the memories out.
焦点，聚焦，使聚焦。
Fetus.
Fetus.
And if they find that it's an abnormal fetus, well, again, that's the woman's choice.
My fetus could have turned out to be a fine human being, but one that would also eventually die. I had learnt while studying medicine, as it was of great importance for me to get the fetus out straight away, rather than wait for it to be expelled a couple of days later. I want that fetus out right now.
The sack of pus, the white pus, the dead fetus.
胚胎。
Fog.
Fog.
A large flock of seagulls got lost in the fog and headed into the town where all the lights were.
Guess what he saw galloping through the fog?
It all starts with the lightning, then the blood rain, fog, monkeys.
Shadows in a fog.
Well, Dick, it's a proper autumnal day out there today, but you can expect a lot of heavy, low-lying fog tonight, so do be careful if you're out.
雾，被雾笼罩，使困惑。
Foil.
Foil.
The sign that Elvis is in fact here is the aluminum foil that covers his windows to deflect the sun.
As the Spider-Man attempted to foil their heist, a powerful blast was set off, slicing through the bodega across the street.
As thick as a couple of layers of tin foil, and that's all that protects us from the vacuum of space.
I don't use no goddamn foil.
薄，贴薄于。
Fold.
Fold.
Pager here is going to rip a solo at that festival that'll make your panties roll down your legs, walk across the floor, and fold to the corner.
Anyway, the guy, you could take his fingers, right, and fold them over one over the other, and then he'd turn his eyelids inside out.
Call fold or raise.
If you fold it, you can make a little taco.
Okay.
The army tried one last time to bring him back into the fold.
折层，折叠，折叠起来。
Folk.
Folk.
Circus folk.
He told me an African folktale the other day.
Or indie folk country.
Not if you're Happy Corbin or the Happy Folk or their fans, which there are not many.
We must consider what will become of colored folk if 4 million are in one instant set free.
人们，民间的。
Folklore.
Folklore.
I always believed the folklore.
Thought we were talking about folklore.
People always told me they were nothing more than folklore, but my heart told me they were true.
Who was part of boxing folklore?
Whoever they subjugated, they burned the histories, they burned the folklore.
民俗学。
Follow.
Follow.
I told you not to follow me.
Or if you follow the graceful line of the pectoralis major.
Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me.
You act like I'm uptight, and then I follow suit.
跟随。
Following.
Following.
Because the last time the law got its hands on a pirate of that stature, it yielded the following.
Just make sure no one's following you.
The illusion you want to create that filmmaking isn't a collaborative effort, it's you and only you, and everybody else is just following fucking directions. Because if it were me...
The minute you kids start following Frank's example is the minute I put a gun in my mouth.
Just keep following the beach.
下列各项，下列的。
Fond.
Fond. He happens to be very fond of you.
Prices were low after the fire, and I had a few fond memories of the place.
2 hour fond farewell.
Well, up until the point that you told my husband we were having an affair, I was quite fond of you.
You find it so strange that I should be fond of you?
喜欢的。
Food.
Food.
And then we're gonna grab some food, so if you want... Fundamental needs after food and shelter is to be heard.
Here's for food and thanks till you start earning.
Bring your food over here and eat with me, okay?
They are asking for food from King Queenie.
食物
Fool.
Fool.
I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh, yeah.
I'm not a total fool.
I'm such a fool, always embarrassing myself in front of visiting dignitaries.
Wanna fool around?
You let my car get taken away. You let me make a fool out of myself at Renegade, not to mention A-Rash's bad mouthing me all over town.
愚人愚弄干傻事
Foolish.
Foolish.
Honey, that's foolish.
I learnt recently, and I feel foolish about this because I should have known, because it's pretty simple stuff, but did you know that...
I suspect that would be a foolish choice, as we do not know the extraction procedure.
It's just foolish talk.
And don't you think it's foolish to remain here without knowing what will happen to you?
愚蠢的
Foot.
Foot.
Jesus wouldn't even set foot inside this house. Not with the way you smell.
Just move this foot a little towards me.
Look, we got off on the wrong foot, and that's...
Scott, I think we got off on the wrong foot.
You give the most amazing foot massage.
脚走在上跳舞
Football.
Football.
Amy plays football?
I was just returning the football.
When you're away at football, can't learn to be a better douche.
You are a disgrace to football.
You know, when you're in LA, I bet you are at Soho House on a Saturday afternoon watching football on the TV with Robbie Williams.
足球
Footstep.
Footstep.
Every footstep.
Every great journey begins with a single footstep.
Every movement, every angle, every footstep.
It's telling me that I am supposed to follow in my mother's footsteps.
No one had been in this room except you, yet my new friend left his footstep in the fireplace.
脚步
4.
4.
为因为
Forbid.
Forbid.
She forbid me to ever see them again.
And this little Wednesday potato skins and Susan's sex tips night, I forbid it.
God forbid I need anything from anyone, let alone my own mother.
Oh, God forbid.
I forbid it.
禁止
Force.
Force.
Full of life, like a force of nature.
I'll hit you and take it by force.
Look, honey, I love you, but the next time you force yourself on me, I'll take the balls with me.
We must engage and destroy their primitive aerial attack force.
When I'm overwhelmed, I force myself to do one simple thing before I have to make a decision.
力量强迫
Forecast.
Forecast.
And that must mean that we're up here at Gobbler's Knob, waiting for the forecast from the world's most famous groundhog weatherman, Punxsutawney Phil.
Fortune's forecast.
On your forecast. What's the weather forecast?
You have no balance sheet, no income or cash flow forecast.
预想
Foreground.
Foreground.
I mean, you remember how all those saints had very flat faces and the background was on the same plane as the foreground?
Stick a grand piano in the foreground and have Jacob Gimple work the ivories.
The first is that when visibility is bad the way it is now, race officials toss pine boughs on the course so the skiers have some foreground depth reference.
With you, Bertram, in the foreground.
You have to find the foreground, the little things.
前景
Forehead.
Forehead.
As my mother would say, there's a mensch out there with your name stamped on his forehead.
At least there's no Latin inscription on your forehead.
Each one must bend his forehead to my kiss.
There's an L on that boy's forehead.
You're the weird girl with the price sticker on your forehead.
Foreign.
Foreign.
And maybe he's a foreign exchange student from Portugal.
And the lieutenant says it'll probably end up in Mossad at the Foreign Legion barracks where it'll bring the highest price.
Perfectly good, tender, sentimental, have not the tiniest sense of humor, speak several foreign languages brilliantly, and be wonderful at music, obviously.
Spanish or Italian for my foreign language?
That big foreign creep smashed my face.
外国的
Foreigner.
Foreigner.
And when I try to persuade him, well,
as a foreigner.
Being a foreigner, I would love to learn.
Friendly advice for the foreigner in London.
I'm not a foreigner.
Look for a fair-haired young foreigner with 2 suitcases.
外国人
Foreland.
Foreland.
This doctrine doth declare, he whoever shall be the last surviving member of our foreland shall become lord of said land.
沿海地区
Foremost.
Foremost.
But he is one of the foremost experts on particle metaphysics.
Except for my boss, Duncan Flynn, one of the foremost astrophysicists in the world.
He's one of our foremost intellectuals.
I was Krypton's military leader. Your father, our foremost scientist.
Well, first and foremost, Bree,
最初的在最前
Foresee.
Foresee.
From this quite meaningless circumstance, I foresee a certain measure of
Inconvenience?
You could foresee the blade of arrival.
I can foresee things.
I didn't foresee it.
预见
Foreseeable.
Foreseeable.
In the foreseeable future, ours.
It is possible that in the foreseeable future, an American of equivalent rank might be captured by Soviet Russia.
That should keep them in business for the foreseeable future.
there's going to be considerable turmoil in the markets for the foreseeable future.
This is what will be keeping me alive for the foreseeable future.
可预知的
Forest.
Forest.
Perhaps it will be possible to connect with the partisans in the forest and to continue our fight.
She's got to be as dangerous as anyone else in that fucking forest.
This one's married and she's not growing a national forest. Wanda will protect you from all the scary creatures in the forest.
Yeah, basically the idea is that the Queen's song inspires the kids of the forest.
森林植树鱼
Forestry.
Forestry.
Forestry, environment, agriculture, botany.
Sherwood Forestry cannot pay thee what the highwayman has taken.
Working for the forestry department has involved a lot of traveling, so I've met a wide array of people.
You could have at least been a bit more reasonable about the forestry school.
We specialize in environmental law with a focus on forestry.
林学
Forever.
Forever.
And she would love you forever for that.
Believing secretly that you would be the one person in the history of man who would live forever.
It's legal because he's been here forever.
She says I can stay here so we can play together forever and ever.
You should just give up forever.
永远
Forfeit.
Forfeit.
And the forfeit? Living shall forfeit fair renown, and doubly dying shall go down to the vile dust from whence he sprung.
Now it's time to pay the forfeit.
Then you kind of forfeit the right to come into my house and say anything about me, or my life, or my daughter, or my billboards.
Your life is now forfeit.
没收物没收丧失了的
Forge.
Forge.
It's nice to see Forge hasn't lost his sense of modesty.
Never did the Cyclops hammers fall on Mars's armor forged for proof return.
The shape and grain is impossible to forge.
You give us that helmet, we take Forge down.
You must forge through it.
熔炉打制锻造
Forget.
Forget.
Don't forget Elections Tuesday.
Forget about happiness.
How could I forget?
Let's just forget the whole thing.
Look, don't forget to tell Bernie, okay?
Okay.
忘记
Forgive.
Forgive.
But he said he wasn't ready to forgive me.
Forgive me if I'm not excited about explaining why there's only 2 of us coming back, James.
Go with your heart. Love is rare. True friends forgive.
I'll never forgive you for this.
You finish the race, I'll forgive all the back rent you owe.
原谅
Forgo.
Forgo.
All right, as long as you return at night from wherever it is you go, I'm willing to forgo any curfew.
I will forgo any appeal.
Since then, Emma, 25, has left her husband and also decided to forgo the breast enhancement operation.
We will never forgo our hate.
You see, I know there's something that would make you stay. I know it. I know there's some move I could make, the right word, attitude, plan. But these are all just tricks. These are all just things I would think up and try. So let's forgo that. Let's assume.
并觉